Hey everybody, welcome to the Cardboard Cave. We're here to take a quick look at a brand new expansion for Harvest. This is called Harvest Fall Festival. Harvest is a really fun worker placement game with a really beautiful aesthetic. Sort of like a light medium weight. You know, it's a step beyond what I would call like a true family weight or entry level game. It's a step past that, but it's still very smooth and fast moving and very approachable. But it's a really fun game, really solid. This is the brand new expansion, and this is the deluxe version, the Kickstarter Golden Edition, as they call it. So, first thing we're going to do is look at this, and then we're going to tell you if it fits in the box for the deluxe edition. All right, so let's just go and open this up. Well, plastic's not messing around. So, this just came to me today as of the time of this recording. I'm sure a lot of backers are getting it. It should be available wherever you get your board games soon. If it's not already, it might not be quite yet, because like I said, I did back the Golden Edition, the deluxe edition of Harvest. But this expansion is made to work with either edition. However, I did get the Kickstarter edition, which does include a Street Fair mini expansion and exclusive Halloween characters. So we'll try to point those out so you know exactly what you'll get if you just get the regular retail edition. Right. So expansion rulebook. Got all your setup information there. Doesn't seem too bad. Not a ton of extra, but there is some extra there, some extra rules. Okay. So what was the extra? The Halloween costumes and Street Fair mini expansion. So let me actually try to get those out first. All right, so here's a Street Fair mini expansion. So this is a Kickstarter exclusive. So I want to get this out of the way. So it looks like it's just maybe one, because these are double-sided, 2, 3, maybe just 4 or 5 tiles. Oh, probably this right here. Yeah. You got a crop judging contest, an ice cream social, arts and crafts, a junk sale, and this double-sided tile. I believe those would all be the Street Fair mini expansion right there. So that's all you're missing out on if you get the retail edition, and then whatever the Halloween costumes are. I assume we'll get to that. But let's go and take everything out of the box. Why not? Oh, these must be the Halloween costumes. Let's see here. All right, so this is everything we get, at least in the Kickstarter version. And we'll try to take a look at what you get if you just get the regular edition. So you get all these tiles here. Ooh, and the Fall Festival board itself, which opens long ways. Okay, is it stuck? What's going on here? It's stuck. Okay. Even the back of the board has art, which is something that Harvest likes to do in general. It's a small board. It's not going to add a lot of table space at all, which I like, but it's lovely. It's every bit as lovely as the main game, if not even slightly more so. Really love that art. And then let's see. You got some cards here. Looks like all one top. They all have the same back. It's like you got some sugar cream pie. There's a few of those. Some pecan pie. Some strawberry pie. Blueberry. pumpkin trading post, some different cards when planting, after harvest. Just going through these quickly. Really cool art. General store. You got to have a hayride, of course. A harvest hayride. Oh, what's that? The Ballad of Blue Mountain. Some banjo music. That's cool. There's some new options that I assume will come out to the Fall Festival board here. Like I said, a handful of new tiles here. And then this bag of stuff. Let's see. So you got newest neighbors. Oh, so I think these will probably just be more characters you can play as. And it looks like there's 2 different ones here. You got, it looks like Lassie. Not Lassie, Lady. Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Looks just like her. I assume it's a mouse here. Why'd I only get 2 of the mouse? That seems a little strange. There's a little solo challenge, so you can include the expansion in your solo games. So let's see. We have 1 Fall Festival board, of course. We have Francie character card and Anna Meeple. So we'll get her card out here in just a second. Oh, so the mice only have 2. Okay. That's interesting. Finn and Macy. 1 Finn, 1 Macy, and a square marker. That's the only character that only has 2, so there must be a reason for that. We'll look at her card and see why. Or their card. It's actually 2 different mice. There's a boy and a girl. I just realized that. It's the only 2 that they're both different. And there's only 2 of them. You got the 30 festival cards, which is pies and novelties, which we just briefly looked at. You got 4 basket tokens, which are these here. Which are really nice and chunky. And will be used on the festival board, it looks like. Then you have a sunrise tile, 2 new Gary tiles, and a festival reminder token. So that's all this stuff here. There's the Gary tiles there, and the sunrise tile, obviously. And then some point trackers, yeah. Some more point tracker tokens. And that's it for the main game. And then, like I said, you got these few tiles here for the little Kickstarter exclusive part. And then there's going to be some extra character cards in here that are like Halloween versions that are also exclusive to the Kickstarter. But it looks like maybe just 1 or 2 of them. I can't remember. I mean, I backed it, but I can't remember what the Halloween costume thing was all about. So here is Finn and Macy, which is part of the expansion. Just the regular edition. They're dynamic directors. So there's their special abilities there. I really enjoy the game, but it has been just a little too long, honestly, for me to tell you exactly what this means. But there, you can look yourself. But it looks like he has a different ability than she does. So that's pretty cool that they are different, because all the other ones, like these are your characters. They count as 1 character. These are actually 2 different. And that's why they only have 2. You actually have 1 less worker, but you have 2 special abilities, is what it looks like to me. Then here's the other worker that comes with this expansion, or the other friend as they call them. A sociable sweet tooth. Never pay festival card costs. So this one is just for the expansion. But if you love the expansion, you might play with it every time you play. But I don't think you can use this character outside of the expansion. I mean, there's nothing to stop you from using the tokens, but the special ability only seems to make sense with the expansion. Okay, then the Halloween characters. This is the other part that's exclusive to the Kickstarter. But all it is literally the character you just got dressed in a Halloween costume. Oh, but it does have different abilities. Confection Conjurer. You may make sets with matching pie cards. And this is one of the characters, I believe just from the base game, yeah. 2 when you use a novelty card. And then here's Gary the Count, instead of Gary the Cow, who is also a character from the base game, but with an alternate costume and ability. Reactivate a space with a basket when visiting the farmer's market. So again, this alternate card, I believe, and I think this one as well, because I don't think the novelty cards were in the original game. And pie cards, yes. Okay, that makes sense. So basically, what you get is the new board, the stack of novelties and pies that goes with it, the new tiles here, the basket tokens, and 2 new characters that you can play as. And then, if you got the Kickstarter version, you also got the handful of extra tiles here, and then these that are only usable alternate versions of the characters you already have. But they're only usable with this expansion, because each of these do something that only interacts with the expansion. So that's what that is. Okay, well, that's everything. It looks cool, looks fun, and it looks like it's not a lot, which I honestly prefer, because I feel like the game, for what it was, is just about perfect already. But I did like the idea of the expansion, because it was one of the rare times that after playing the game a couple of times, I'm like, I don't think an expansion would bloat this game if it's done well. Like, I feel like it could handle an expansion, is what I'm saying. So I'm actually excited about the expansion, because I do think this is a game that can handle an expansion. But will all this fit in the base game? That is a question. Because, for example, there were no cards. There's not a stack of cards in the base game. Let's find out. The answer is no. It does not fit. I actually checked on the Kickstarter page, and they say, nope, you'll want to keep the box separate. There's not spots for the animals to fit. There's not specific spots for the cards to fit. Really, the deluxe edition fits kind of exactly everything perfectly, so there's just not room. However, in the standard edition, absolutely. Because if you're like me, everything's just in bags in there, so you can just put all this in bags and throw it in there. But for the deluxe edition with the insert, nope, it's just really not going to fit. So just keep the box separate. You know what? It's all right. Harvest is such a smooth, streamlined game. I think maybe I'm okay not just throwing everything in the box, because maybe sometimes I won't want to play with the extra stuff, because it's a smooth game that I could introduce to about anybody. That being said, I did want to show you, this is everything you get if you just buy it at retail. You got your deck of cards, 2 characters, and the wooden meeples to go with them, some tiles, the board, and of course instruction manuals. It looks like it's about $20 is the going price. I saw it listed on Miniature Market for $19.99. This is what you get extra with the Kickstarter one. 3 alternate characters that are Halloween dressed, which is fun, but not essential, obviously. And then a few tiles here, which I assume you can probably add to this board just for more variety. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for checking out the Cardboard Cave. If you don't mind hitting a like on this video, leaving a comment, and even consider subscribing, that would be awesome. Thank you.